Well, I am an admirer of Elisa's. Elisa has even worked for me, and the fact is that she is talented.
What's it called? Kermit and Friends?
Kermit and Friends.
Kermit. But if
Kermit,
you're saying
like
not to do...
Yeah,
Wait.
I actually have watched a few hours of Kermit and Friends.
How many hours have you watched, Natalie?
Oh, no. Probably indulged in 8 hours.
Holy...
my wife and I watched Benji's ex-girlfriends or whatever's going on. We watched this crazy podcast, and I have to say, this is one of the, probably in the top 5 things I think about right now.
She has a podcast, but she gets to come on the radio. It is craziness upon craziness.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kermit and Friends. I am Elisa. This is Fozzie, and Kermit is watching from heaven. As you know, we took a 1-week break. I was in South Carolina visiting family. I got very sick on this trip, very sick. I don't know. There's something that happens to me when I don't do Kermit and Friends. I'm kind of out of sorts, but we're back, and we're going to be better than ever. We have many fun guests today. We're going to start the show off strong with a musical performance by Lexa Terrestrial.
Hey, how's it going? So I couldn't rock the big bow. We have a little bow. Can you hear me okay? I hope you can. I'll start performing. This is a new track, and I just dropped a music video for it, and it's called Sesame. And yeah, check it out on YouTube. It's actually really fun. We filmed it in New York and stuff. So yeah, hopefully you can hear this. I pray to God. And this is my DJ, TJ Paris. He's the best. He runs shit. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Kermit and Friends. You guys have been really nice. So I hope you enjoy this. This is called Sesame. You can check it out. It's on Spotify, anywhere, any galaxy, Lexa Terrestrial. All right. Here we go. By the way, we're in Pittsburgh right now. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Bounce that ass like it's Bonnaroo. Going to church and I'm sitting in my own pew. Only coming back to me is when I say I choose. They can handle little girlies with them phones. Rapping voice across the pew. Hard as voice to holler through. My age won't cover that a bit. Pretty gon' take a chat. Leave me alone. That right now I'm just calling my phone. Here's me to Tokyo. Artificial into the broken bone first. You trying to run me over, make a dolly pop. I won't let these little CDs try and take my heart. I won't let these little pretties try and take my time. The daddy tell them how to die and before I die. Got a big heart, but it's black and blue. If he break it, he gon' buy it, he gon' buy a few. Betty cool, bitch, your Betty boom. Said I got it cool, you got my color rooms. I'm a slushy and a knuckle. I'm a slushy and a knuckle, ayy. I'm a pussy, I don't know, but I gotta be. Drop it down like a yeah. I'm a pussy, I don't know, I'm a pussy, I don't know, I'm a pussy, I don't know, but I gotta be. Drop it down like a yeah. Call me when you need a spice up your collar. Got a morning for me, but it's cold water. Got my little hands, double feature for a logo. Got the breaking fans like my name Yoko. Little girl, why you do it so white? But she's done now, I thought to know why not. She made my chest, I thought she had no sign. But she's done now, I thought to know why not. Baby got good, oh my gosh, she mine. Only turn me on when the lights off. He hit me back with the flight car. It's bloody money, look what I got. Double rock, so get my face. Stay close when I'm running late. Stay low, stay broke when I wanna date. Up in the back, the bitch can't hide. Look for the rest, we gon' ride. Got a light system, take my time. Gotta call them birds, the bitch gon' ride. Hey, I'm a Sosiano loco. I'm a Sosiano loco. Hey, I'm a Sosiano loco, but I got a big ass. Drop it down like a yo-yo. Hey. Thank you, guys.
Wow, that was incredible. Okay, our next guest is a doctor, Dr. Heron, a former priest, current drug and alcohol counselor, friend of Dr. Roy Alabato. Actually, let me ask Dr. Roy Alabato about our second guest, which is Dr. Heron. Are you friends with Dr. Heron? Do you work with Dr. Heron? What is your relationship with him?
I do. Dr. Heron is the CEO and co-founder of Providence Treatment, which is located in Philadelphia, Center City, Media, PA, Honolulu, Hawaii, and soon to be Boston, Massachusetts. And we are a high-end drug and alcohol outpatient. We offer a partial program, intensive outpatient, and general outpatient. And our clients are actually professionals. So they're physicians, pilots, nurse practitioners, different business owners, people of business in nature, and also professionals in training, like for instance, residents or nursing students. So we hold a different variety of people, but they're on the professional end.
Okay,
Yeah.
so these people, but what are their main issues that they come to you for? When do they come to you guys?
So it all depends, and Dr. Herring can explain to this.
Okay.
But for instance, you have physicians that are in training and residents, and they're using, and they need help. And so these are professional doctors, taking care of other people, and there's a safety concern because they're doing surgery on people, but they're drinking or they're, having pills or, using heroin.
Would these people come to you at what point? I don't understand what point, because if they're drinking and doing surgery on people.
Yeah. So sometimes they get in trouble.
Okay.
And so a board like PNAP would come to us and saying, hey, Dr. Elisa has a problem, and to uphold her license, you need to go to us. Okay. And there are other people that avoid that and saying, I do have a problem, I'm going to go to you.
I wonder what inspired Dr. Heron to go after this group. Because it seems to me that would be a rare group.
It is. You can ask him that. He's the co-founder of this. And part of our practice was based on his private practice. Okay. So it grew from his private practice. And so he's someone to talk to you about that. But I totally enjoy working with him. He is a true expert. And so he knows about the drug and alcohol recovery. There's a difference between being sober and being in recovery. And he literally has so much insight towards people. And so he is something so interesting. I really, admire him. He's our CEO. And we work with him, and he's just great to work with. So
wow. Okay, great. I'm so excited. Thank you for introducing me to him. Everybody, welcome to the show, Dr. Heron. Hi, Doctor. Welcome to Kermit and Friends.
Good morning here in Honolulu. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, my absolute pleasure. I was reading about your backstory that Dr. Roy sent me. he said your first job was you were a priest. Is that right?
Yes, I was a Jesuit.
Okay. So are you a very religious person?
I would probably say that I'm more spiritual.
You're more. Were you religious before?
Yes, yeah, I was a Catholic, and yes, religious before. But this kind of that background does help my work currently because in addiction recovery, we talk a lot about spirituality.
Okay, so but you were Catholic, now you're spiritual. Why did that change?
Well, there's really no, religion is sort of like, in a sense, boxing God, right? You put God in a box, you say, I'm Catholic, I'm Episcopalian, I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
Where spirituality is being open to everything, right? The presence of God, the presence of something greater than myself. I know I'm not God, and probably you're not God either, even though you have this wonderful show. But
aren't we all God? Or shouldn't we all kind of try to imitate what God does?
Yes,
that's how I feel.
But we're not God, right?
We're not. Okay.
Right. So the idea that there is something greater than us that is, kind of allowing us to thrive in life. It's giving us the order in which to thrive. And creates the sun and the moon and the stars and that type of thing.
Right. Okay. So you were Catholic because of your family. Did you come from a Catholic family?
Yes.
Okay. So then you became, you got to be big in the church. What stopped that for you? Why did you stop that kind of lifestyle?
Well, I just saw that there were other things for me to do in life. I felt that it was really, I left in 2000. And that's when I moved over to Honolulu. After that, I was living in Boston at the time. And I just felt that there was much more for me to do rather than in the confines of the church.
Okay. And was it hard leaving?
No, I took, about 2 years to discern that, to think about it. And it was the right thing to do.
Okay. Yeah. It seems like a big decision. I think we struggle with decisions like that. How would you say if somebody's facing a decision like that, completely changing their life, would you say?
Well, I think it's basically a continuation of your path, right? So it's not really, you have to discern what are the pros and cons of making a major decision. Like getting into recovery, right? That's a major decision for someone. They're addicted to drugs, alcohol, sex, work, whatever it is. And they have to make a decision to get into recovery. And so you have to basically do a pros and cons. There's obviously something that's working for you to do the drug, right? It's doing something for you. But the other aspects of your life, whether it be work, whether it be, dating, whether it be working, any of that kind of stuff, As Dr. Alabato said, our patients get to a point where they are flying, 747 jets, and they're intoxicated. So that those folks need treatment, right, immediately.
Okay, that is scary to me.
Yeah, it's certainly scary.
That is scary that someone that's a pilot, would do that. Do you think that's how often does that happen?
Well, it doesn't get to that point often, but it can get close to it. People have been, reported on the tarmac doing their pre-flight check and intoxicated, and the airlines catch them before they actually get in the cockpit. But the addiction doesn't care. That's the point here. The addiction doesn't care whether you're a surgeon, whether you're a pilot, whether you're homeless, whether you're, whoever you are, whether you're a celebrity, it doesn't matter who you are. And what starts off as usually a social event, drinking or using some drugs, becomes a totally absorbed way of living.
And do you think you chose this path? Do you just like helping people? Do you relate to this in any way?
Yes. I come from a family with addiction. I lost two of my brothers from addiction. Two of my younger brothers both died. One just recently from a heroin overdose, and the other one I lost in 2006 from alcohol and drug overdose.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So both of your brothers, why do you think that happened? Because it can't just be because they enjoyed it, like they enjoyed doing drugs or enjoyed drinking. What do you think? It's got to be like something deep inside.
Well, we know that there's some genetic factor in addiction, right? If you look back into your family, the family, maybe the multi-generational, that there are, there are people who have addiction and it's passed on. And also there's a sense of some people have what we call addictive personalities, right? So they may start using something, whether it be, they may even shop addictively, right? Anything they do addictively, and so that can be a contributor. Or, alcohol and drugs are seen as a solution for people, right? That my life is not going well, and I'm using drugs or alcohol as a solution.
Yes. And it's funny, my, I guess, ex or whatever, my friend Andy, he says, when I ask him if he's depressed, he says no. But I think, how could that be possible? Because he's always drinking or doing something like that.
Yeah.
So how is he doing it so he's not depressed? I mean, I think he must be there. You just don't do that. You don't like coat your life full of drugs and alcohol just to do it, just for fun. It doesn't seem like that would be for fun. At what point do some people just never realize that this is going to kill them and this is a horrible thing that's ruining their life? He didn't realize. Some
people don't and end up dying prematurely. But many people, they start off drinking and it's a social fun thing.
Yeah.
And then what happens is that it becomes a way to kind of numb out, right? They numb out by drinking. Alcohol is a depressant chemical. So you are going to get depressed, but sometimes people get depressed and that it becomes a very known emotion, right? And they kind of get unplugged, they get into their comfort zone, and it can be very, very sad, but there's not a lot of motivation to change.
Yeah. And when you think of your brothers, I think of this with my ex-fiance. I think, okay, how much do you step in when you see that someone is doing something, and this is gonna like 100% kill them eventually at one point, and you're so exhausted from trying to help, and you don't feel like you have anything left. Like, my friend, this just happened to her. She's watching right now. At one point she just walked away. Right? She walked away from the person and then they ended up, passing. And I think that happens a lot where you just have to walk away. You have to save yourself. It's like, do you save that person? Do you babysit them every day to make sure they're okay? Or do you walk away and risk that they could be gone?
Yeah. Well, the first thing you have to say to yourself that you didn't cause this, right?
Right.
And you can't control it, right? So the best thing to do is to seek help for yourself.
Yes.
Right? Because many times you become addicted to the person who's addicted.
Well, it makes you feel very valuable. Like for me, I never felt as important as I felt when trying to help this person.
Yeah.
So when Andy came into my life, I saw that he was someone that needed a lot of help, more so than anyone I'd ever dated. And I felt really like good that I could be that role. Finally, I have a role where I see that I could be so beneficial to the world, almost like a God type.
Right. And that in the moment, just like a drug, in the moment that may feel okay and feels good. Feels like you're doing something for the world, right? And for that individual. Yeah. But in the long run, that we call that enabling. Right? It can be not very helpful to the other. And it can actually be very destructive to you.
Yeah.
These rescue fantasies that we call them, that we take on these people into our life, and then we could have a very destructive life, right? Because we make these choices.
Yes. Yeah. So were you really heavily involved with both your brothers and their recovery since you actually do this?
Initially, I offered them help, right, and offered them assistance. And both of my brothers were not interested in being part of what's called Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous. And then I basically had to tell both my brothers that until you are involved in some type of a recovery program,
yes.
that I can't have anything to do with you.
Okay, so if there's somebody out there right now that is listening to you that thinks you could help them, how do they reach you?
Well, they can go to providencetreatment.com.
Providencetreatment.com.
So that's our agency. We have offices in Philadelphia, Honolulu, and in Boston. But I'm happy to do a consultation with anyone to talk about how I can help them.
That is so wonderful. Just sit tight, Dr. Heron. I love this guy, Dr. Heron. He's amazing. We have a Stinky Fish Challenge right now going on, and I think it's important to show that. We have Johnny B and Supertramp, who are two Kermitarians that have met up in some state in a far-off land to present to us a very important challenge. Can you guys please explain the challenge you guys are doing?
Well, I think okay. And I want to let you know I'm recording this two spots, so I got to start that. Are we going to go right to doing this, or are we going to be back and forth?
Okay. First of all, what is this? Like when you say this, what is this?
So this is the Stinky Fish Challenge. This is a can of surströmming Swedish fish. It's been fermented with salt to the point where it just barely rots.
Okay.
It's supposed to be one of the stinkiest, most fouling smelling things on the planet. And most people, when they open the can and attempt this challenge, throw up.
Okay. So this is this a TikTok challenge? Is this big on TikTok, or where did you get?
It's big on TikTok. It's big on YouTube. It's big everywhere right now.
Wow. Okay.
Are we going to do this whole thing now? Because we're ready.
So what is the thing? What are you going to do? You're going to open it?
We're going to open this thing up. I'm going to open it up outside the door. I've got a remote camera for that instead of inside the house.
Okay.
And I'm going to switch over to the split screen camera so you'll be able to see it in the upper right-hand corner. Now, I am recording this in my StreamYard so that I can play just this part back later. They'll hear you talking. They're just not going to see the whole show. And I'll open it outside, and then we got forks, and we're all going to attempt to take a taste of it and see if we can do it without tossing our cookies.
Okay, everybody presenting the live streaming of the Stinky Fish Challenge. Okay,
we're going to switch this over a little bit here to, which means I've got to find the one that I had. Sorry, bad production, right? Ow, what did I do here?
Johnny B, you're a bad production.
Okay. Oh, I see why it's looking funny. You got the camera set in the wrong spot. We got to move the camera. All right. I got to change the camera position. You should be able to hear us. Come on, Austin. My grandson Austin is here. Tramp and I are going to do it. You can move the whole thing a little bit. And his cameraman's going to try it too. All right, so we're going to come out here. No, David, you watch the camera. You can see it over there too, all right? All right. We got a nice breeze outside, so it shouldn't be too awful bad. Can you see it good on there? Yes.
I don't want it in my face.
Okay. Well, I don't want
it in
I don't want my face either. Damn it. Ooh.
Do it, bitch.
Bit, but it didn't spray.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh my God! Ah, that is way. Oh my God, this is way worse than the liquid ass. Woo wee! Oh, you got to put your hand under the can so it doesn't.
I don't want to get it on me.
You got to hold it because the damn can openers. I noticed this even in other videos. It doesn't want to. You don't want to cut. You just pop in and then they don't want to cut because the shape of the can. Give me the other can opener.
God, that is disgusting.
Isn't it though? Oh my Atlanta! It's actually, I think the shit spray smelled better. Actually, way better. Pull that. Oh my Atlanta! Oh my God! Okay, we're getting the lid. Oh.
my hands. Good.
Can you still see me on the camera? Oh my God.
I think you can. I don't know.
That's horrible.
You got to get Musa.
Musa, come here. What? Come here.
Oh! Can't open it broke. Oh! Can't open it broke in process.
God damn it. You serious?
Oh! Oh, God damn. Oh! Oh! Oh, the can opener broke. Couldn't do it. Ain't that shit? The old can opener broke.
Yeah.
We busted the can opener.
All right, you guys did great. I'm very proud of you.
Come with us.
Any thoughts on the fish can?
Oh! Is she still paying attention to us?
Elisa, are you still paying attention?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm happy you guys are together. I'm happy
Okay, you
that
stretched
you're...
that too big. Now we got to go back to camera one. So we're in the house now.
Get
with
it
this,
out of my face. It's disgusting.
it's all over my hand.
It's all
no.
over my hand.
Why
I
don't
actually
you guys
think this.
clean yourselves up? You clean yourselves up. Let's just all enjoy a nice professional performance from Wappy.
I had to unmute myself there. All right, ready? You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we could only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try no, we could only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre.
Wow, this guy's so great. Oh, amazing. Okay, so we have a lot going on in the show. Let's just say hi to Coach Love. Coach Love, you held it down while I was away. You had your own show. You had so many people on that show. It was incredible. I enjoyed it so much. You had Charmin and all our other friends on the show. Did you enjoy, hosting the show while we were away, while I was away?
Oh my God, we had the best time. We missed you a lot. We always miss you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm glad you survived in the hotel.
I did. There were roaches. I had to move hotels 3 times, and I was sick. And there was storms, and my flights were delayed. I had like the worst luck on any trip. My flights were delayed. I had to go through storms. It was raining every day. I got the flu. I thought I had COVID. When I called the doctor, they said that I had to have a COVID test. I had a rapid COVID test. It came out negative. My strep test came out negative. I was at the hospital all day. I just went through such hell, but I'm back, and I'm happy to be back. And I just love, that you held down the fort while I was gone. It made me feel so taken care of, you and Charmin.
Yeah, you know what? We had an amazing time. Your whole family came together and had an awesome time. Wait a minute. I have to tell you, there was so much mischief going on.
Like what?
Well, okay. So I'm going to tell you, Tall Dark and Maddie and Eric got on a show this week, and there was all kinds of sex talk. We're going to talk about that on the Unwrapped show.
Okay.
Eric is, talking about how you revealed this member on your show. Do you remember
he kept sending me explicit videos of his penis like every day, multiple times a day. So I was like, why is he doing this? Why is he wasting my time with this? But it wasn't really a waste of time because I used it for the show. So anything I could use for the show is not a waste of time. So every time he sent me a picture of his penis or a video of his penis, I just made, I sent it to my producer, Gaia Paya, and Gaia Paya made it into a funny video. And so it was actually a good thing because usually when you get like dick pics, you can't use it for anything. Like it's completely worthless. Like you can't make any money off of it. You can't make art off of it. So I'm usually anti dick pics. In fact, there was a guy that I was kind of interested in that I met through Andy. And he was sending me pictures of himself topless. And I thought to myself, I mean, Coach Love, when you're interested in a guy, do you want topless pics of him?
No.
Show me a picture of you at a desk working. That's way hotter.
That's what I want. I'm going to tell you what I really want. I want a picture of a man doing community service. Community service is so sexy.
I told you, like show me a picture of you working. Show me a picture of like your house with like a yard, like a backyard. That would be good.
There you go.
Show me a picture of you like holding hands with like a child, like, and your family, like maybe a nephew or a niece. Show me a picture of you vacuuming or just doing anything like that is hot. Like doing dishes, like cleaning a house that looks like mine.
Yes.
That is so much sexier than a dick, right?
Yes.
Sherman?
Vacuum, do dishes, yard work, make sure your space is clean.
The toilet. Oh my God, so sexy.
Yes.
I would
and
have
the
more
toilet around the toilet. Oh, there are the few things that excite me, and these are definitely at the top of the list. Anytime a man is cleaning up after himself or other people or taking care of people or helping other men man up, it is my thing. Send all the pictures of that.
Yeah, cooking, anything for me that I would enjoy. Like send a picture, like your dick, like unenjoyable.
It's not helpful.
No, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
That's not the top of my priority list.
No, exactly. So men have it so wrong. I don't know who told them that we want to see their bodies in these pictures. Do not send that. Send us a picture of how you're going to be, like how you're going to be cleaning, how you're going to be helping, you doing errands for me, picking up groceries at the grocery store, picking things out. That's good. That's hot. That's way hotter.
Since we all agree.
Men get mesmerized by their member, like when they're a teenager. They just go, oh my God.
And then they forget about everything else around them. There's a whole world taking place around them and they completely forget about it because they can only focus on one thing. What was it my mother used to say? Men have two brains and only enough blood to run one at the same time.
That is so true. I agree with that. One person that I think is not like that is Hud Isaacson. Hud Isaacson, you were so excited to be on the show today. What is going on with you?
Oh, not much. Look what I got back here.
What's that?
Look. It's Andy's movie award. Yeah.
No, what did you? How did you get that?
How did I obtain it? I OJ Simpsoned it from Andy's loft the other night. Yeah. But anyways, so I just wanted to say something. In high school, I was in Performing Arts Academy, half a day at Performing Arts. My best friend Corey Alexander Fletcher, shout out Corey, what's up? He would drive me there every day because I would do half a day at Performing Arts Academy in Chagrin Falls. So we were in the auditorium in the assembly, okay, and the teacher Tom Fulton, shout out Tom Fulton, we're friends on Facebook. He was like a theater guy, and he was going around asking everybody like, "What do you want to be when you graduate from here and grow up? What do you want to be when you graduate here and grow up?" And I got to me and I said, I'm going to be a professional rapper. And well, anyways, Callie Nolan's going to make that happen for me. So it's going to happen. So I'll explain that later. I said, I'm going to be a professional. Well, yeah, I'll just say it. Callie Nolan, she's good friends with Jerry Heller, and she's taken me out. Years ago, she met Leela Steinberg, Tupac's manager, through Jerry Heller, and me and Callie are going out to San Francisco to perform and showcase my music at Leela Steinberg, Tupac's manager's open mic that Tupac used to perform at, and I'm so excited. And she said, Callie said Leela Steinberg, Tupac's manager, is going to manage me. Callie said Leela Steinberg, Tupac's manager, is going to manage me. I'm so excited.
Wait, hold on, Hud. There's an emergency. T-Bob, what's going on there?
Y'all ain't gonna believe who's visiting me. I'm on KAS show, by the way. Let me stand next to you. Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Is that
Connors here.
Mark Connors is at your house?
No, yeah, I'm at Bob's house, yeah.
Why are you at Bob's house?
Where Bob lives, anyway.
Why?
Did you guys see him hit me?
Now, I'll tell you about that. I thought he was here to start some shit, so I hit him and we wrestled. And we're out here talking because apparently he was invited here to try and work things out with me while we did our chit chat. We'll be okay.
I just obtained the video. Excuse me.
We're past being upset and worked up. We're past
This
that.
could be a good thing.
So hold on.
This could be a good thing.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad. I got beer. I ain't worried about that.
Check this out. I want to show you guys something. Hold on. You want to see history being made?
This is history being made.
Can it be less windy?
Watch this. Watch this.
I got it.
Watch this.
I'm a little scared. Okay, I thought he was gonna kiss me for a minute.
No. Watch this. See. Look at this.
This is history. We're trying to work things out.
Wow.
Now, Bob just took a swing at me, slugged me in the face.
Yeah,
Let's be nice.
Okay, so let's watch that video. I have a video of that. Okay, so let's watch that. It's Bob versus Mark. Let's watch that video.
You can show it if you want. It's on his phone. Go get your phone. Let's see the video.
Nobody's hitting anybody, man.
So I think what this video is, for people that don't know what this video is, it's I guess Mark showed up at Bob's house unannounced, right, Mark?
I'm sorry?
Did you show up unannounced?
No, I'm here on business.
Unannounced to me, so I didn't know what he was here
for. Watch this. This is good.
It's very windy. Can you guys go inside?
Look at that. Yeah, baby.
What's going on, you guys?
You wanted drama over there. Look at what you got.
But you would need to punch him on Kermit and Friends to be drama.
No. We knew damn well you guys would tune in.
All right. Well, okay. So you guys are together now. So you're friends, or what's going on?
We're gonna talk.
Well, I wouldn't say we're friends, but we are gonna try and talk things out.
Okay, talk things out inside because it's too windy where you are. It's too loud and windy. Okay, all right. So whatever. Okay, so the Stinky Fish Challenge, is that still going on?
Oh my God.
We haven't tasted it yet. We've been waiting for you.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my God.
Okay. I'm gonna close the other door. We don't need the camera anymore. Close the other door so it's not so much bright in the background.
Don't spill it.
I already dumped out most of the stinky juice. I dumped it down the toilet. These are
Austin, get in there.
They're nasty looking. I mean, it's just like, oh my Lord.
Yeah, it's nasty as your apartment.
Oh, it's putrid as hell.
Hey, I think you were put together.
Oh, you can't just cut it, can you? Oh, I don't even want
to.
Hey, it
didn't take.
I don't want
really,
to use one
John.
of my knives to cut a
Can you
piece.
take any longer?
Well, Kleenex, what do you think of this challenge, the Stinky Fish Challenge? You think it's all correct?
Well, I saw it. Captain and Trampoline sent it to a kid that does a lot of challenges, and it was his mother and the father, and then that kid actually ate it, but it took forever. So we know it's fermented and it stinks.
Okay.
So the challenge is, of course, Mr. Bolton here is having problems with his opening a can opener. Really, Bolton. So are you kind of suspicious about Mark and T-Bob possibly already being in cahoots for drama, and this is an act?
Well, I appreciate anybody contributing. I love when people
But
contribute.
does it seem staged? There's
So
so much
I don't care.
passion that seems to be.
So I don't really care if it's staged at all. I just care that they're contributing to Kermit and Friends, and that I appreciate. But it was just so windy. The audio was so bad that it wasn't like good content for me.
So have you
Elisa,
done it yet,
you look
John?
beautiful today. I just wanted to let you know, and thank you for letting us do this.
Yes. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. So are you guys
Well-
eating the fish while we're talking?
Yeah, you're watching. There's Tramp's little taste.
Okay. Okay,
Austin
good.
already said he wants more, but he liked it.
He's gonna puke.
You should be eating this fish all day. I'm just going to leave them on and just have them just eating fish all day. So, I appreciate them contributing to the show. I think they're like funny and everything, but like they need to get their audio right. It can't be windy. I need to know what's going on. They got to tell me what they're going to do beforehand. There's just there's no communication with me and anybody else. So that's something that I really need to make it work. So at least with the Stinky Fish Challenge, they told me about the Stinky Fish Challenge before it was happening. And so I knew that was coming. I still didn't understand it. I still don't understand it, but at least it's here and they prepared me for it. So I appreciate that. But is it real or is it fake? I think it is real.
No, I'm just saying, I mean, it seemed the punch looked real, but there's so much intensity with Mark. I've been screaming in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of humidity. It's hot here. I'm in Pittsburgh for the last 5 days. I'm going to New York and then I'm coming all the way back to LA. So when I come back to LA, can we meet? I'm driving, by the way. Yeah.
See, I'm really like anti people right now.
I know it. Yeah, now it's anti.
So you're coming to Los Angeles?
I'm driving. I've been driving from Seattle. My brother lives in Pittsburgh. I've been here for 5 years. I'm going to go to New York City.
Okay.
Then I'm going to head south. I'm going to go to New Orleans. I'm going to take 10. I'm not going to be there for a while. So, I mean, you're really frightened about this COVID. And I understand. I
mean, I just am so tired of like a lot of stuff right now. I'm just,
That's fine.
It's hard for me to,
yeah. So it took COVID for us to not meet in person and actually share.
It's not really COVID. It's just, you've been so wishy-washy and you just haven't, you go against
I haven't even hardly been on your new show. I supported your show. I've been supporting you by staying away. Don't you think?
Yeah. No,
these new stars.
Yeah, I'm trying to make new stars of the
Can
show.
we visit through the glass like they did it when people were in the hospitals?
Listen, I appreciate the offer to meet with you.
No, anyway, that's fine. I got other people to see in LA.
My
point is, I mean, this is a long trip. I'm in Pittsburgh. I'm really out here to see my brother. I mean, my sister-in-law has cancer stage 3. They've been married for 32 years. I actually like her better than my brother. That was the main reason I chose not to fly because of COVID. And I am vaxxed. I've been lying to the community saying I'm not. I had a lot of problems with the second shot. Did you have problems with the second shot?
I'm just having a lot of mental problems with everything.
Well, you had mental problems before COVID. I mean, you had anxiety attacks and you were rushing to the hospital. You've been kind of a hypochondriac a good portion of your adult life, right?
Yeah, COVID's not good for hypochondriac.
Right, and you've been germophobic in the past.
Yeah, I mean, I was on a plane with so many people. And
that's why I didn't want to fly.
They all looked horrible.
You know, the shots, they're now finding out. I mean, I know 7 people that have been vaccinated and they've all got COVID now.
Really?
So this Delta variant or whatever. Anyway, I don't want to talk about COVID. So where are we going with the Stinky Fish? Is the Stinky Fish a disaster? Or is everybody throwing up?
I'm not really, I don't know. I mean, I think Supertramp went there to do the Stinky Fish Challenge and, I'm impressed that they're actually doing it and he actually went there. Is he staying? Are you staying with Johnny B right now?
Musa, come on. I can't get Musa to come and try it. Austin's liking this. Come here, Austin. Watch it.
I don't want to smell it anymore.
Watch him. Here, look at this.
Oh, wow. The whole family's eating it. That's amazing.
Austin's liking it. He says, that stuff's good. He likes it.
Really?
Yeah, come here, Musa. No. Everybody has to. Lori doesn't want to come down here. Show how much of a man you are.
Who, Lori? Nobody wants to eat that, Johnny. Nobody wants to eat that at all. I can't imagine anybody wanting that. So, Hud, you mentioned to me that you wanted me to call your former boss. Why? Why do you want me to call your former boss?
It's gonna be real funny. He called me a Riri to our coworker Stuart. Stuart told me, he said that Riri down there standing like a light post while drying cars. And he also, like, when I was like 16, I worked there from like 16 to like late 20s or like mid 20s. He grabbed me by my hood and yanked it. He's a jerk. But I just want to say one more thing. So Tom Fulton, Performing Arts, asked me what I wanted to be when I grow up in front of everybody in the auditorium, the whole performing arts school. And I said, I'm going to be a professional rapper. And he said, you better pick a different profession. That's not going to happen. So I just wanted to say to Tom Fulton, just the tip and only the tip and make it real sloppy. But what was your question? Oh, my boss. Can I give you his number so you can call him?
Why do you want me to call your boss?
Because that's going to be funny. It's okay if we don't do it.
Somebody emailed me a video of you in a mini mart.
What?
Why did somebody send me a video of you in a mini mart. Hud Isaacson threatening mini mart employees. What is that?
Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
All right. It's coming. Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm going to bring up your mini mart video. But first, while I'm bringing that up, let's just watch a video of Andy. I don't know if you went to this. Did you go to this little green party that Andy was at? It was all green, and there was people called Jello, like bad Jello there.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, let's watch him there while I'm bringing up your video. Here's Andy, I think on Saturday night, last Saturday night.
Yeah! Hello! 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 Hello and welcome to the show, boys and girls. We have a very special guest here tonight. Well, I'm sorry, but my balls are made out of steel. Come on, Andy. Oh my God. Andy Dick just had a handful of my whiskey balls. Oh, hell. Andy Dick is here. My pants are coming off for the show. Ow! Let's go. Come on, little drum roll, please. Let me see them balls. Hang on. Andy, would you like to do a shot of whiskey off of my balls? Your daughter's calling. Here we go. All right, hang on. Liquor off his balls. You know, we have a... You know, we got a live fucking show going on here. We got a goddamn celebrity about to take a shot of whiskey off my balls. Off his balls. Andy? All right, take the position on the ground. Drum roll, please. Come on, lay down on the ground, Andy. Come on, let's do it. Andy.
I need to see them balls, bitch. Show me balls.
Ah, there you go.
Live TV. Close your eyes, kids. Don't zoom in on his balls. That just happened.
Andy Dick, drink off my balls.
So how's Andy doing?
He's doing better. He's doing good with his drinking. He is.
All right.
Elisa, why didn't you tell me I had a booger in my nose? You're just gonna let me have a booger in my nose?
I didn't see it. I swear to God, I only look at myself.
Yeah, I'm Andy Dick's prodigy. But where's that video?
Okay, I got it. I just got it. Someone sent it to me, an anonymous source. Let me just find it. It's right here, video 202. Okay, here's a video of you in the Quickie Mart starting a fight.
With Elisa, Jordana, pussy ass bitch, suck my dick. Google me, Hud Isaacson, HUD space ISAACSON. Google me. Catch me live every Sunday on Kermit and Friends with Elisa, Jordana,
Wow, this is a great advertisement for Kermit and Friends. Thanks, Hud. That was amazing. Okay, so that was great.
Yeah.
I will be using that. Thank
West
you
Side.
so much. I'm so happy I got that sent to me. Wow, that was an anonymous source. Okay, so I'm going to be putting out that video later. Wow, that was like I swear that could cure my COVID. Okay, so that was beautiful. Thank you so much. I am just thrilled with that. I don't even know what to say. I'm going to just say Hud Isaacson and Captain Muttley are both Kermitarians of the week. Hud Isaacson for making that video, and Captain Muttley for talking me through my flying. I was so scared. He's a pilot, and he walked me through the weather patterns and what the turbulence was going to be, and I just appreciate that so much. Everybody welcome Wappy with another song.
Sorry, I had myself muted again. All right, here we go. Riders on the stone, riders on the stone, into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone and an actor on a loan. Riders on the stone, there's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday, let your children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet memory will die. Killer on the road, girl, you gotta love your man. Girl, you gotta love your man. Take him by the hand, make him understand. The world on you depends, our life will never end. Gotta love your man. Riders on the stone, riders on the stone, into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone and an actor on a loan. Riders on the stone, riders on the stone, riders on the stone.
Absolutely gorgeous. I am very torn. You know, I know Kleenex wants to meet me, but Charmin, you know, you met Johnny B.
I did. I enjoyed meeting Johnny B.
So do you feel safe meeting random Kermitarians?
Some of the Kermitarians, absolutely. I enjoyed meeting Johnny. I would have happily met Barry. Barry was uncomfortable with me coming to where he was staying. Dr. Roy thought it was brave of me to go meet Barry as well. I can tell you I will not be meeting Eric.
No.
Why
would you? Why would you?
No, I would not. Especially since he thinks I'm a witch and would like to burn me alive. I won't be meeting Eric. So my advice to you would be to follow your gut instincts. And if you feel comfortable with these people, feel free to meet them somewhere. But if they set off your spidey senses in the slightest,
Okay,
stay
hold
away.
up. I met Eric, and Eric, I told everybody privately, he is nuts. She was the one that made me, she's my great friend, and I knew she was setting me up. I knew that. But then she gave me a little hint. She goes, he's like Marcus Weaven, but better attractive. So I was nice to him. I showed him see up. But that, the thing is, this woman, she's always said, when everybody would come, she wanted to meet me. I'm in Pittsburgh. I'll be in New Jersey tomorrow, New York. And then once I hit New York, I'm coming back. I'm going to Southern California because I have an uncle there. I'm going to be in Los Angeles. I'm going to be in Beverly Hills. But I don't think it's because of COVID why she doesn't meet me. I think
Are you driving cross country?
No, I'm driving cross
country. It was COVID.
I think it's. I've been very nasty to her. I've scared her in the past with my insults.
Well, if that's the
my
case,
rage.
then I support her decision not to meet you. Maybe another time.
Yeah, and I always knew she never would. She'd meet my wife before. I mean, I got a better chance. I got a better chance of meeting Clear Cider in California than meeting her.
They don't know
why do you want to meet? Why do you want to meet her? Why?
Well, because I've followed this woman, and unlike Eric, I had a fantasy about Elisa, but I knew I would never act on it. And then when everybody was going, you should go to California when she was working as Sir, I didn't even entertain it. And then I got really hateful about it because I didn't like her saying I was her favorite and how much she loved me and how special I was to her. And then when I turned on her, she forgot that it was part of just reaction to this virtual world. I think she took it serious. I was told that she left my photograph at her apartment in New York
What?
And I was told you left my photograph when you were living in New York with your doorman. And
Okay,
I think you said
this is what it was. This is what it was.
So it was real fair. It was real fair. And at the time, I used to talk to you in private, and we started out as friends. But when you rejected me, and you kind of like, well, I don't want to show that everybody's good. I want to show where people fight. But I got a little caught up in it. I look at Kermit. Look at what happened with the last 13 days. So I get you having a fear factor in meeting Christopher Roy D, because you still think I'm Kleenex. But I have a problem that you were around Andy in that element, and he's around all this real chaos. And I was concerned about you getting hurt. And I don't believe, like a lot of people, I did at first that you were just using Andy to, kind of get back in the mix. But I think you actually cared about Andy. But I think you were in danger, not so much by Andy, but by a lot of his associates.
I'm getting a caller. Kermit and Friends.
So you were brave enough to be
Kermit
with
and
Andy's
Friends.
trap house, but not
Kleenex
from Seattle.
Kermit and Friends. How can I help you?
Hey, Elisa, it's Gonzo.
Hey, Gonzo.
I know Kleenex is crazy and terrifying and starting to kill pretty much every single one of us. But I think you should meet him in a public environment. I think it would be fun, and it would be.
You think it would be fun?
Yeah. I mean, just meet him in like a public place. Like in a public restaurant or like an outdoor diner or something. I think it would be fun to see Kleenex, and I don't think he's not going to make a scene, in front of a lot of people. I mean, he is fucking nuts, but I think he can contain himself for 45 minutes, and it would be a good story.
Well, I mean, I just don't see the purpose of it. I mean, if he can give me a purpose,
exactly.
Yeah, there's like no
the purpose. The purpose. I was the first dick that was in love with you. How about that for a purpose? How about that for a purpose?
You think it'd be funny?
That didn't mean anything.
Because he would talk about it for the rest of his life, because he's been dying to meet you for years.
No, I've been not dying to meet. I'm dying to meet Cliffside. I'm not dying to meet her.
All right, Gonzo. Thank you.
That's just my thought.
Okay, that's your thought. Okay, that's Gonzo. Gonzo thinks I should meet you.
What do you mean? Okay, I got to ask you a question. Don't get me. I don't want to start becoming the old character that I used to be. Realistically, what do you mean you don't see the purpose? What do you mean by that?
Because I don't think it would be enjoyable for me. It'd be scary, and you've scared me. I've blocked you so many times on Twitter, like block, unblock different people. Like you've obviously offended me multiple times. I'm gonna ask Lexa Terrestrial if she agrees. Like Lexa Terrestrial.
Did I really scare you?
Yeah, you did multiple times. I had to block you.
Like how? I'm in Seattle. You were in New York.
By being scary, saying scary things. Alexa Terrestrial, do you ever have any crazy fans that want to meet you?
Crazy? I'm not a crazy fan. Okay,
wait, hold on. Lexa, you're muted. You're muted. Unmute your mic.
You lost me with the crazy.
Oh man. Okay, yeah. I muted it over here because my Wi-Fi was going crazy. We have shit Wi-Fi here, and I was swearing up a storm, and I'm dragging wires everywhere because I have this portable camera and this. I wanted to show you my UFO in my garage, but whatever. And it was cutting in and out, so all the conversations were so I couldn't really catch it. But to answer your question, yeah, you know what? Most of them are really cool, especially the girls. They're very cool. I have had one really creepy I've had a creepy situation before, and the guy still it's kind of like a Stan Eminem situation, but except his name was Steve. I was thinking about writing a song named Steve because it was instead of Stan, it was Steve, and he would write me letters.
Go someplace. I'm having
problems. Show up and.
So what did Steve do? Steve was a huge fan of yours. He wrote to you. He wanted to meet you, and then what happened?
So, well, for instance, a lot of fans, what they'll do is they'll go through my mom. Or they'll know my parents or friends or something, so they'll go through them. But what he did was he kind of would find out where I would be, and he would show up, and it was I was kind of forced. I was nice and everything like that, but it's just I got a weird. I think the one girl mentioned that vibe you get with somebody. You just get this weird, creepy, freaky vibe. Yeah, and he would I would be traveling back and forth from New York to Pittsburgh because I used to live in New York, and he would show up at the train station to drive me, and I'm how did you know I was here? It's almost like he was tracking me, and he was being nice, and he would talk to my mom and somehow figure out like via like Twitter or Facebook, like where I'd be. And he was like, he couldn't have been more opposite of me. He looked like he was running for mayor in Boston. But you know, he was a very sweet guy, but something just wasn't right. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm really confused about this because I've seen within my life, I've become friendly with people that watch my shows. A lot of people have come into my life that way. And I think about it, and that's how most people have come into my life. So it's a weird, like fine line. Because if somebody comes into your life through like being a fan of your music or of your, whatever you're doing, it's like an unbalanced relationship. And I don't know if it's a healthy relationship.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, I don't like to ever label fans anything. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's cute. Like Lady Gaga has, you know, her like little monsters and stuff like that. I want people should have their own identity, their own things going on. If you want to support, that's great. But I meet people through music and through what I do. Mostly that's how I meet most of my friends and everything. But I don't know. It's like, there's always going to be somebody weird, and it's nothing to do with you. It's like nothing you're doing wrong. It's just there's something not right with them. And, you know, even in their relationships, it's probably like that for them. But like this weekend, I was doing festivals, and I was also vending because I did Fashion Week. And this kid was on Molly, and he came up to my table and was like, you know, kind of trying to interact, trying to get my number, trying to do something. He's leaning on my table's like falling over and stuff. He takes one of my hoodies and I sell it to him for like $10, being nice when it's a $30 hoodie. And I'm being nice. And I'm like, he's literally so fucked up that he's like, I'm trying to change him in the middle of this venue. People are like taking pictures and stuff. But yeah, like something wasn't right with that situation, but I'm as nice as I can be. And like when I give people my number, it's like I shouldn't always do that, but because you need your space. There, you know, you got to take care of yourself, and I don't think everybody's looking out for you necessarily. So it's like you don't got to apologize. What'd you say?
Am I muted?
No, you're on.
Okay, let me tell you real quickie. My uncle, my dad's little brother, was Paul Revere from Paul Revere and the Raiders. Paul Revere and the Raiders. Mark Lindsay, when I was young, 7, 8, 9, 10, was one of the biggest rock teen idol icons. I saw what fans did to Mark Lindsay. I saw what fans did to the Raiders in the 60s. I grew up around it. I saw Mark Lindsay almost get his ponytail ripped off in 1969 at 8 years old. It scared the shit out of me. So I'm not a fan of nobody, number one. Okay? I participated in this podcast because we were like developing a community. I'm a fan of Clear Cider, okay? And nobody needs to know why. But the point is, I grew up around seeing what fans do to famous rock stars, okay? That was my childhood. So I'm not a fan of Elisa's. I'm not a fan of her music. I never heard of Starship. I listened to Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. I liked Elisa. We had battles on the internet. They were superficial battles. Yeah, I lost my shit. But, you know, she's lost her shit, too. She's making excuses. She's trying to pigeonhole me like she did Claire. Claire got very offended when he was talking to her. He thought he was more than just a caller. So she's like trying to start an issue here and bring out the old Kleenex. But I'm going to tell you right to your face, Elisa. I'm not your fan. I want to meet you as a person in a big, crowded place where I feel safe. But you know what? Forget it. I don't want to meet you now because now you've made it as ridiculous as when Anita died. You remember that? From Ithaca, New York? The young woman I was talking to that died, who was a big fan of yours. You make everything an issue. And you hurt me with that in the very beginning. And that's why I turned on you. You remember Anita? You don't even remember the woman. You had 2 funeral shows. You made me the mock. You watched you tear me down. That's when I turned on you. A woman that I was getting to know that was going through a lot of difficulties that I was trying to encourage. She was your super fan. She was never, you forget who Anita was? Really? You're going to sit there and look at who's Anita? Really? You don't know? This woman died. She was a fan of yours. I was talking to her. I used to flirt with her when I was on because I found out she had been in a horrible accident. She died. She died. Her biggest thing was she wanted to meet you.
She died.
She was a fan. Okay, so now you're going to bring, you think you're going to bring the ammunition because I'm in Pittsburgh and I'm going to fight with this loser, this fake loser. You really think I'm going to play that game? You know what, Elisa? I'm talking to you. I don't care what Bob says. Can you hear me, Elisa?
Yeah.
You listen to me?
Yeah.
Not everybody's your fucking fan, you fucking narcissist bitch. Do you understand that? Not everybody's your goddamn fan. Some people liked you for you, but you know what? You can't handle that. Bye, bitch.
Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Hey, I want to say something to Kleenex.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to blow my nose with your dick hole, you asshole. How dare you talk about Elisa like that? I'm going to touch your urethra with your consent because you're a faggot, Kleenex.
Whoa.
Suck my pee hole, asshole. Okay, have a good one, Elisa. Love you.
Jared's really killing it on Kermit and Friends recently. Lexa, you mentioned in the private chat that you think Kleenex was gaslighting me. That's a big topic around here recently.
I know the word's used a lot. I know. I just feel like it's like he's throwing the blame on you in some way, making you feel bad when it's really what he might have fucked up and done something and acted out of character, but he's like, well, you did this and you didn't even know her and I want to be safe. How do I, you know what I mean? It's like when you're the one that's threatened or he's the one that attacked you, he's like, oh, I don't feel safe.
And it's weird. Every time I meet up with someone like that, I regret it. I regret it so much. And for some reason, they come at me harder after I meet up with them. Like they have more anger towards me. So I just rather keep it at this level.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, this is a fun show. I couldn't tell, but I was like, yeah, this guy's, he sounded bitter, but he was like trying to make you feel guilty because he felt bad. I don't know. I dealt with that before, but it's, you're chill. You seem cool. I'm pretty chill. I don't really have problems with anybody, but people have problems with themselves, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to talk to anyone. I really like meeting new people, but if it's somebody that's going to have so much anger at me and come at me like that, I just rather just keep it as it is. I like Kleenex. I'm sorry if I upset him today. I want to have a good wrap-up show today because, obviously last week we had that great show that you did. So I want to talk about Bob and Mark being together. Their audio is so bad today. It's like windy. They're outside. It's like, it sounds like a windstorm over there. They're friends now. What do you think that means for like them? Like what's going to happen with that? Are they going to team up now?
You know what? First of all, I don't know how long it's going to last. My mouth dropped open when I saw them in the same place. It's crazy.
Going southward out of the wind.
I'm like, what the heck? And wait a
We're
minute,
going inside out of the wind.
Mark, why did you punch him?
Yeah, there was like a punching match. It's so windy.
What? I
Let
don't
me
know.
get inside out of the wind.
Okay, get inside. Yeah, so they had a punching match.
So
yesterday, yeah. And so they're together now. They're friends.
About this is epic.
It really is.
15 years they've been fighting, and now they're playing kissy face.
I know. That just shows, and anything is possible in the world. So don't limit yourself, and don't say, "Oh, maybe I can't be friends with this person because they just punched me yesterday." Because look what's happening now. Let's give them a second to get. Oh, they're inside. Okay, so what's going on, you guys? What are you guys doing together?
I think we're going to make some internet history here. Is it bright enough?
I mean, it's very dark, but how are you going to make internet history? What is the plan?
Hold on.
Okay, he's going to turn a light on. Hold on a minute.
Okay. So you didn't know that this guy Mark was showing up at your house today? Like he flew there, or how did he get there? And why?
Okay, I did not know Mark was coming over today.
Okay.
He was invited by this guy Gene who runs everything here, but nobody told me. It was a big surprise, so I thought he was here to start trouble. So of course,
is that why you punched him?
On the fucking camera.
One thing led to another, and we was fighting. So that's all.
Hogging the fucking camera.
But since then, he pointed out he just came here to try and work things out and talk. So we did that. We ended up in the garage alone. and we talk things out.
Yeah, we didn't shut the door either where we could be alone.
So what's going to happen now? Because Mark, all your broadcasts have been like bashing Bob. Is like, what are you going to broadcast about now?
Well, wait till you see what we're going to do.
What is it?
Put something up here so that she.
Here, go ahead, Bob. You do it. What are we doing?
You know what we're doing. Get out there.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Well, let me set this phone up. Hold on. Let me grab some casino.
I mean, just to remind people. I mean, they're not really explaining what happened, but just to remind people, this is what happened.
But you had no fucking idea I got a shelf in your living room, did you? I didn't worry about it. What's that mine? Look at you. You're shaking like a little baby. You look like a shaker. Yeah, you do. You look like a shaker. I don't think so. No. Yeah, you gonna do something good. Oh no. You're gonna touch your hands? Look at you shaking. Look at you talking. Now you're strong like that. Don't touch me. Yeah, they want to shut it to my house. I think they want to shut it to my house. Hey. Yeah. All right. Now you guys want to see what's going to happen now?
Sure.
Watch this. You do it.
Dear God, we come to you, ease both our hearts and to mend our souls, and to come together in truth and justice. In Jesus Christ.
Peace.
And peace. Amen.
Amen.
It's the power of the Lord.
All right, you guys.
This is what we'd rather see on your show, Lisa. Not the fight, but what has transpired from it. And I want everybody to know that I came down here not to fight Bob. Not at all. I came here to actually do exactly what just now happened. That's what I came down here for. People get caught up in a bunch of shit all the time. I'm trying to watch my language. It's more fun.
He actually convinced me by his wording and just talking to him that he does have faith in God. And that means more to me than all the innuendo.
So if we could do this, if this man and this man could do this right here, look at what everybody else could do. Look at the good that could come out of your show, Lisa. Instead of all of this drama. How do you know that me and Bob didn't plan this in the first place together?
Well, we didn't. Obviously.
We didn't. Fuck, no, we didn't.
I didn't know he was coming. Nobody told me. And I thought he was here to start some trouble with me. So I was defending myself in my space. But come to find out, he wasn't here for that. So instead of continuing down that path, I agreed to talk things out with him. I've been trying to do that for the past 6 months ultimately, but 3 months in particular. And he just wasn't hearing it until about, a month ago?
4 days ago.
4 days ago. And within 4 days, he got in contact with Gene. Gene invited him down here to work it out with me. So
No, we're our business.
Oh, okay. Well, he did show up here with that intention.
Remember I said I was going to turn my stalkers into making me money? That's what's happening.
Well, he can if he wants to sing and they work something out in that direction. It may be very profitable for both.
Well, anyway, I'm about helping people, and we're talking about doing some really cool benefit concerts. So here's my point.
They do a lot of benefits.
You've heard this is my point, Elisa. Yeah. You have a lot of fabulous people that want to be on your show. You have a lot of fabulous, incredible women on your show that want to help you. Put your arm around.
No gay shit.
Right. Yeah, no butthole challenges either.
No.
Now you bring me back that you got me to get all sad.
I'm just kidding.
I lost my voice. So, are you guys going to be bosom buddies now? Is that what's going on here?
Well, we're going to be
I mean, I'm actually enjoying seeing you guys.
Well, thank
get
you. We're
friendship.
gonna-
I mean,
we're
look,
not
it
gonna
happened for
do
them, but it
anything
can't happen for me and Elisa. I mean,
We're going to try to walk the right path together.
So are you gonna get Jesus now, Bob? I mean, is that
You know what, guys?
Hey,
I gotta
Kleenex. I will
Oh,
eat your
shut
dick.
up.
I'll eat your
Oh,
dick
shut
with
up,
your
Wigger.
consent. With your consent,
yeah.
you faggot ass bitch. Suck my dick. You
Married
pussy
32
fart.
years.
You fucking pussy fart. Suck my dick. You fat fuck. I'll
Yeah,
put my
fat
dick in
fuck.
between your fat rolls, you
Okay.
fucking bitch.
Okay. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
More. Better. Bigger.
Suck
bigger.
my dick.
I was
Suck
yelling
my
at Mud
dick,
last
pussy.
night.
Catch me
Yeah,
catch me
me and Mud.
live.
That's why I got
Catch
no
me in
voice.
Andy's
I've
new
been yelling
movie.
Mud.
Catch me in
Yeah.
Andy's new movie while
Andy
you're
Diggs
jerking your
got a
mom's
new
dick.
movie. It's called
Catch me in Andy's new
Degenerate
movie with Mike
Alcoholic
Tyson
Drug
and Andy
Addict that
Dick,
can't get a
Mickey
fucking real
Gooch, Callie Nolan while
Andy
you're
Dick,
jerking your
Andy
mom's
Dick,
little
Andy
fucking dick. Suck
Yeah.
my
Well, by
black
the way,
dick,
my name is
bitch.
Chris Dick, so look me up. That's my name, motherfucker.
Suck
You like
my
dick too much?
black
It's my
dick,
last
you little
name.
bitch.
That's my real name,
Suck my
motherfucker.
black
Not
dick.
you
Don't
guys
talk
are
to
getting
Elisa
card.
like that.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
let's get a
color
caller.
Kermit and Friends. How can I help you?
Hey, Elisa, it's Chad.
Hey, Chad.
Hey, listen, I just wanted to call in and talk to you about Kleenex. I know some people are trying to push you to meet him, but 2 nights ago, he met up with someone in our community, and I just want to give a report on that. He walked into this person's house. First of all, he didn't even let the person know what time he was coming over. He just showed up and started knocking on his front door, and then he went around the back door and started knocking. But when he came in, he started going through his cabinets, like opening up his closets, like opening up every drawer, his refrigerator, his freezer,
Lies.
like around everywhere. And then
Chad's still a liar. The face is full. Yeah, right. Yeah, give work harder on this gaslighting, Chad. You're losing your time. Oh, you're so full of shit.
And also, if you listen to Kleenex right now, you can hear his voice. He is so sick right now. He's got COVID. He's got the Delta variant, the Lambda variant, whatever. He's got everything. Don't meet him. For your own sake, Lisa. Love you.
Love you, Chad. Wow, that was Chad.
Yeah, that's an asshole, Chad. First of all, you know what? I had no intentions on meeting you. I wanted to see.
Oh, you had no intentions. I mean, like she's gonna try to molest you, you fucking rapist.
Shut up, you has-been.
Whatever.
You know what? I'll meet you, motherfucker, because I am
yeah,
from
and
Los
I'll eat
Angeles.
your fucking dick
Yeah,
with your consent.
yeah.
Meet me in
Bring Andy
Koreatown,
Dick.
bitch. Meet me in Koreatown, you punk ass bitch.
I'll throw you in the tar pits, bitch.
I'll eat
about
your
that?
dick with your consent.
I'll
Meet
put
me
you
in
in the tar
Koreatown
pit.
at the Ralphs, you punk ass bitch. I'll eat your dick with your consent in front of everybody, you pussy ass bitch.
You're up to
Santa
your
Claus
same
looking ass
shit.
motherfucker.
That's right.
Put me
I'm
on your
holding
wish
your
list, you
dad.
pussy ass bitch. Put me on your wish list. Tell the elves to suck my
I love
dick
it.
too, you
I
faggot.
love it. I love it.
Cunt bitch.
Yeah, I got children older than you. Shut up.
I'll get my friends, dude. I have friends, and I'll beat your ass myself, and I'll get my friends to suck your dick after with your consent. Pussy fart. You fat pussy fart.
I haven't had a pussy fart for a while.
Yeah,
How are they?
I will fuck your fat rolls. You obese fuck. You obese fuck. And I'll fuck your whole family's fat rolls with their consent. You obese
Did he get
fuck.
training from Eric back in Seattle?
Whatever, pussy. Whatever, pussy hole. Shut your pussy lips, both of them.
Well, you
pussy.
start talking about
Shut both your pussy lips,
about
Santa
the
Claus.
satanic rules
Santa
of,
Claus looking ass motherfucking bitch.
I am a Santa Claus looking motherfucker. You know I can't stand a fucking wigger. You know I can't stand a wigger.
Whatever, wracist asshole.
You know what a wigger is?
Suck my black
You know what?
dick, you
If
little
you came
bitch.
to Oakland where I used to live, they would beat you half to death.
I'm from Cleveland, you bitch ass
Oh, dude, I just
motherfucker. I'm
left
from
Cleveland.
Cleveland. I was in Cuyahoga County with heartless felons raping dudes like you, bitch.